basketball, but also about
Patuloy ang pag-ulan sa Himpapawid, but that doesn't stop us from bringing you the basketball games as we head east to the Ynares Center in Antipolo City for the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL as we check out our 6-game slate this Monday. First, in our morning portion of this 6-game slate, it's Rizal versus Marikina. Later on, Quezon City will take on Antipolo. Hello everyone who's watching us live on the Facebook page ng ating official Junior MPBL. Ako po si Ken Pangalinan alongside Coach Noy Africa. And Coach, paulan na Monday, but ito nga, maaga-aga tayo magsisimula dito. 7 a.m. game starting off with the 14-under matchup between Rizal and Marikina.
Yeah, of course, we're coming off a very rainy weekend and, but the action here never stops. Rain or shine, you're gonna expect Junior MPBL action to just continue and entertain everybody who wants to watch us.
And these two teams are coming off losses. Unahin na natin itong Rizal. Rizal really had a hard time scoring against yung kalaban nila QC. They lost by 11 points and they really had a tough time shooting, particularly in the first quarter, Coach. Almost hindi sila nakascore doon. It took a 3-pointer late in that quarter rather, for them to score, and yun yung naging tema, Coach.
Yeah, itong Rizal switch fiber. Unfortunately, that was their first game, and in that game, I think it took all of 9 minutes and 57 seconds before they were able to score. But for the rest of the game, I think their problem there was they were forced to too many turnovers. 29 turnovers is a little too much, and you give up 19 points off turnovers. But then again, of course, it's just the first game, so they have a lot of opportunities here to make up for lost ground. They did have some good performances in that ball game. Nick Peña with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists, while Mike Santos with his own version of a double-double with 11 points and 12 rebounds.
And sa mga ilang dako naman, we've got the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters. They have an 1-1 record. Nung opening game nila, they won against Malabon, but against Mandaluyong, medyo nahirapan sila doon, Coach.
Yeah, that's right. Against Malabon, they really were clicking on all cylinders. But unfortunately, against Mandaluyong, parang, I think they faced a Mandaluyong team that was really prepared for them. Yung Mandaluyong forced them to only 27% from the field goal, 19 out of 68. That's a little too low. And especially in the three-point area, they did not even hit any, 0 out of 11. They were out-rebounded 77-49, and we all know that whoever controls the rebounds, controls the game, also forced into 32 turnovers. But fortunately for them, they had some notable performances. You have Julius Pili with 12 points, 9 rebounds, and Denden Enriquez with 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists.
So sino kaya makakabawi sa kanila dito? We're about to find out. But first, we turn you over to our third member ng ating broadcast panel, our courtside reporter, si Teta Cruz. Teta?
You're watching the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL live at Inaugural Center, Antipolo City. Kanina nga nakausap ko si Assistant Coach Daryl ng Rizal and Coach ng Marikina, and I discovered that both teams will be applying a strong defense for this game. Kaya wag na natin patagalin pa. Let's witness the battle between Rizal Switch Fiber versus Junior Marikina Shoe Masters under 14.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. To Ynares Center, Antipolo. First, we would like to thank Atlantis 88, the sponsor of Manny Pacquiao Jr.'s MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. It's the first matchup, Rizal Switch Fiber 14 under versus Marikina Jr. Shoe Master 14 under. Introducing first, the starting five of Rizal Switch Fiber 14 under. Playing point guard number 13, Tadeus Angeles. His shooting guard number 4, Jacob Tandilla. Playing forward number 1, Hans Tapia. His small forward number 28, CJ Santasa. At center number 5, Kurt Paulino. the head coach of Rizal Switch Fiber 14 under, head coach Daryl Solomon. The starting five of Marikina Junior Shoemaster 14 under, playing small forward number 11, Migs Pabis. His center number 18, Ram Francisco. Playing power forward number 29, Kade Billy. Playing point guard number 32, Cardi Victoria. Shooting guard number 9, Dan Enriquez. Head coach of Marikina Junior Shoemaster, Coach Monroe Quezon.
We've got the starters. We've got the starters ready for both squads here. For Rizal, you've got Tapia, Jacob Tendenilla, Kurt Polino, Thaddeus Angeles, and Lawrence Certeza. Samantala naman for the Shoemasters, the Junior Shoemasters, we've got Curdy Victoria and Denden Enriquez at the backcourt. And up front is Miguel Favis, Ram Francisco, and Julius Pili. And we start off here with Rizal with the first possession. Nipis ang unang tira nila dito. Marikina now trying to go for the fast break. Pull-up jumper by Enriquez, no good. And ball will sail out. Bola babalik sa Rizal.
Well, for Marikina, I think aside from our notable performers last game, Julius Pili and Denden Enriquez, I think also one player to look out for here is Curdy Victoria. I'm very impressed with this kid, but I think it just so happened that he had an off day that time due to the defense there by Mandaluyong.
Meanwhile, Enriquez trying to go for the fast break layup, no good. Favis with the follow-up, wala pa din. And ball will go back to the Rizal Switch Fiber.
Ito ngang Rizal Switch Fiber. Notable performers for them in that previous game was Nick Peña and Mike Yusantos, but I think this team has yet to find their identity, so hindi pa set yan kung sino ang key players for them to rely on.
And Rizal, this is really an important stretch for them. Tandaan natin, we mentioned the top of coverage, Coach Noy, in the first quarter. It took them 9 minutes and 53 seconds of game time before they scored their first basket. 7 seconds sila yung nalalabi when Balahadia made that three-pointer to put them on the board. Meanwhile, for Marikina, they want to bounce back from the tough loss against Mandaluyong as Enriquez knocking down a three.
It's a good start here so far for Enriquez.
Tendenilla, Enriquez with the steal, and Victoria goes all the way for the left-handed finish.
I really like this backcourt of Victoria and Enriquez. You know, you have some mobility there and the ability to shoot from the outside.
And an early timeout here. Marikina off to a good start. 5-0 here in the first quarter. Okay na.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa Panginoon sa magandang araw na ito.
Back with us here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo City as we bring you Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Right now, it's the 14 under matchup between Rizal and Marikina. Rizal in white, Marikina in that solid black jersey as Pili fouls itong si Certeza.
Well, Pili was one of the bright spots for Marikina in that game against Mandaluyong. I really like how this kid just really hustles for rebounds, and I think he would be one of the key pieces here for Marikina.
And that's a good sign if you're Rizal, knocking down a free early here in the first quarter. Angeles cuts the lead down to 2. Enriquez open for 3. No. Then Denilla with a running start. Good pass to Angeles. And Victoria trying to challenge that one.
Good transition defense that time for Marikina.
Pasok sila sa loob. Ram Francisco unable to control that pass.
Sometimes kasi even, well, not only for younger players, even yung mga mas matatanda, hindi pa nila na re-receive yung bola, di ba? I mean, they're already thinking how they're going to shoot.
Punta sila sa loob. Polino. Another turnover against Rizal. Enriquez. Punta siya dito kay Victoria. Hesitating. Steps back. Almost, but he will head to the line.
Itong si Victoria, I mean, the way he carries himself, kita mo may confidence na eh. I mean, yung skills-wise kasi siguro, you know, fairly developed siya. And you can see it already in his game, and I think it's really just a matter of putting it all together.
Rudy Victoria is the son of a sports director. Yung nagde-direct sa ating sports broadcasting. Eh, shout out kay Mr. Randy Victoria who's in attendance watching his son play. Direct Randy has covered the likes of the SEA Games, Asian Games, mga FIBA Games natin. And is really a huge boxing fan as Rudy Victoria splits his charities here. They're up 6-3 with 6 minutes remaining in the first, and Favis with an interception. Counter steal naman para dito sa Rizal. Then Denilla. Atake sa gitna. That floater doesn't drop. Pili secures the basketball.
Well, actually, contrasting yung stories nila for tryouts. Itong Marikina, when they had their tryouts, 400 kids attended the tryout. While ito namang Rizal, ang problema nila was naunahan sila nung ka-city nila. I mean, same area. Antipolo had their tryouts earlier. So medyo, you know, the players, mas nakapili na yung Antipolo. So Rizal really had to be very creative in forming their lineup.
And you could say here, as Pili, with that undergoal stab there, you could say here na Rizal, masasabi natin, parang home court din nila ito, Ynares Center here in Antipolo.
Well, actually, sa second set of games natin, I think it's Antipolo playing. So, we have two teams with the same home court pretty much.
And again, a basket inside the paint. Julius Pili, you've mentioned kanina lang, Coach Noy, his energy. He had 12 points, 9 rebounds in their last game. And actually, scoreless siya nung opening game nila. But Coach Monroe Quezon has certainly given the trust dito kay Pili. Meanwhile, Angeles scoops one up and in.
Well, we like how Angeles has started here. Nung una nga nila laro, he had 8 points. Already now, with still 4 minutes remaining, already with 5 points.
Isang tres, tas isang layup. Meanwhile, Favis has been really a struggle for him so far. Has been one of the more highly touted players coming in.
Well, I'm really not sure if he is bothered by his shoulder. As you can see, he has that shoulder sleeve.
He troops to the line. Last game, only had 1 point in 13 minutes.
Currently averaging 3.5 points and 2 rebounds. And in 16 minutes, he really needs to find his groove offensively.
Going 1 for 2 on that trip. That free throw line has been a problem para dito sa Marikina so far. Only shooting around 38.6%.
Well, actually, in the tournament, in all divisions, I think 50% shooting is already pretty good. these kids, I think, really need to spend more time at the free throw line, practicing their free throw shots.
Victoria directing traffic against Dendenilla. Sends it to the corner. Favis. Ball stolen away by Rizal. Forward pass. Pull-up jumper by Certeza. Trickles in.
Well, it's nice to see once again that mid-range game is alive for these kids.
11-7. 3 and 12 remaining in the first quarter. Meanwhile, we have a report galing dito kay Teta Cruz.
For Junior Marikina Masters, kumpara sa huling laban nila na naging maikli ang kanilang preparation, ay bumawi sila sa training for today's game. Kaya naman, they are hopeful na ma-apply nila lahat ng kanilang preparation today at ma-apply nila para ma-secure ang kanilang win for today.
Thank you, Teta. And let's see which team will bounce back here, as both of them are coming off tough losses. 13-7, 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And Coach Marikina so far with a 6-point lead.
Well, actually, for, dun sa report nga ni Teta, the coaches can only do so much in preparing their team. When it comes to the game, it's really up to the kids to try and implement whatever plans and strategies na plinano ng coach. Kasi itong mga coach na to, halos di na makatulog to. Just trying to come up with a game plan. As we see itong
Si Sean Arada. Knocking down a free, cutting the lead down to 3 under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Favis sumalaksak sa loob and gets the friendly bounce.
So a good start here from Miguel Favis, already with 5 points.
And he really needs to get going here, as Dendenilla gets fouled. Another look at that spectacular move galing dito kay Miguel Favis. Pulling off the jump stop and the floater. Jacob Dendenilla at the line, shooting 2. Eto Rizal switch fiber. So far, good first quarter, Coach. In stark contrast nung naarang laro nila.
That's right. Also, itong Marikina playing pretty well. I mean, both of these teams coming off losses, so hopefully that losing streak will definitely end for one of these two teams.
Lim almost traveled there, but good pass. Unable to convert was Benito. They kick it out. Lim missing everything on that jumper. Arada nagmamadali dito and gets fouled. Just a 13 foul against Marikina.
Well, dito nakikita mo whenever kahit yung opponent nila bumagsak, even they're very quick to try and assist and check.
Yan nga yung sinasabi natin dito sa 14 under, medyo wala pang sungay yung mga player dito.
Parang wala pa ring animosity between these kids. It's really just pure love of the game.
Very less likely na magka-skirmish, ganyan.
Although may mga kids na at this age na, with a little bit of swag already.
Yan, si Curdy Victoria. Maya-maya, if he can provide the scoring punch para dito sa Marikina. Meanwhile, another foul underneath. As we take a look at that block, galing dito kay Favis, but Polino able to recover and will head to the line for 2 shots.
Well, you like the instincts there of Paulino. He had an idea where the rim is. The second he pulled down that rebound, he just went up and got fouled.
And they have to find ways of getting him going. He played 33 minutes in their last game but only had 2 points and 2 field goal attempts. Talking about to si Kurt Polino. 39 seconds left, 15-11. Good bounce pass, but Miguel Favis unable to convert.
Where you like the unselfishness there of the bigs for Marikina, trying to find better shots for their teammates.
And they get the ball back here with 18 seconds remaining. Favis, that ball poked away. And this is easy pickings para dito kay Arada.
I think Fabis has already turned the ball over at least twice in this ball game.
And another one almost, but Benito was there for the recovery. And that will end the first quarter. Marikina led for most of the way here in the first, and they're up by 2, 15-13 at the end of quarter number 1. Second quarter in just a bit when we return only here on Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Fans at mga bisita na nandito ngayon, magandang araw po.
Back with us here as there was a late foul at the end of the first quarter, and Benito took 2 free throws, made both of them. So the official score at the end of the first quarter is 17-13. The Junior Shoe Masters up by 4. And itong Rizal coached by Anthony Urbano, trying to rally his troops here. Interestingly, ito si Coach Urbano is one of the assistants ni Coach Foylen Bagyon sa 18 under na team nila sa Malabon.
So even yung mga coaches natin, tumatawid eh.
Start of the second quarter here. Ethan Francisco, pinasok na rin ni Coach Monroe Quezon. Mintes sa kanyang floater, but Desiderio gets fouled on his way up. And Coach, your thoughts on the first quarter? But first, we see here the putback attempt galing dito kay Desiderio.
Yeah, so in the first half, both teams percentage-wise around 30%. Free throws not that good for Rizal, 1 out of 4. Rebounding Marikina still 14-8 advantage, but itong turnover story, Marikina with 5. Sa 5 na yung 3 galing kay Miguel Favis, while Rizal already with 7 turnovers. So both of these teams will really need to take care of that basketball.
And they increase their lead to 6, 19-13. Another interception. Ethan Francisco with a running start. Missing on that left-handed layup. He gets the ball back. Takes a long 2. No good. Bola mananatili sa Marikina. Fresh 14 para sa Junior Shoe Masters.
Fortunately for Rizal, they had the inside track on that rebound, but itong si Tendilla not able to handle that rock.
Benito meanwhile getting in that short stab.
You like yung mga big men, wala nang arte. I mean, when they get the ball, they don't put the ball on the floor, especially when they're already in scoring range.
3-pointer on the way. Bounces off. And the putback attempt was good. Galing dito kay Nick Peña.
So they're gonna need a big game here for Nick Peña, who had 13 points in their first game.
And Rizal gets the ball back here, down by 6, 8:20 left in the second quarter. And tanda natin, running time tayo in the first 8 minutes ng ating first 3 quarters. So mabilis lang ito.
So baka kasi nag-wonder din yung mga nanonood, hindi pa na-inbound yung bola, umaandar na yung oras.
Jumper is off the mark. Galing kay Arada. Tries to get the ball back. Pineda. And Arada really aggressive and going for that steal, as we would like to thank Vivere Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Dog Ride, and Atlantis 88. You see here, the father of Curdy Victoria, Mr. Randy Victoria, and kanyang may bahay, si Mrs. Karen Victoria.
Si Direk parang kabisado ng mga camera angle niya, no?
Pati kang director yan, si Direk Randy Victoria. And mamaya, papasok ulit si Curdy Victoria. So far, quite outing. Meanwhile, Arada has been spectacular so far here in the first half. Benito gets the ball para dito sa Marikina and loses the possession. Bola babalik sa panig ng Rizal.
Parang feeling ko itong si Arada, wherever the basketball is, he will not be far behind. Really just having a nose for the basketball and trying to get steals. Already with 2 steals here, itong si Arada.
Angeles momentarily open, knocks it down from deep.
That's already 2 3-pointers for Angeles. I think he just might be an additional spark here for Rizal. He did have 8 points in his debut and already with 8 points here in the ball game.
So already matching his output in the first quarter. As a timeout requested here, Rizal able to cut the lead down to 3 points, 21-18 here in quarter number 2.
Nais kong pasalamatan ang ating
Coach Monroe Quezon trying to map out a play here para dito sa Marikina Junior Shoemasters, who are currently up by 3, 21-18 with 6 and 21 left in the second quarter. Ken Panglinan pa rin po kasama si Coach Noy Africa, and Rizal so far solid second quarter para sa kanila.
Well, good for them that itong si Arada providing that defensive intensity and Angeles providing them with the points.
As well as Nick Peña, who you mentioned had 13 points but really struggled from the field, 6 out of 18 shooting.
You see itong si Arada almost forcing another turnover.
Take a look there at the fake and jump shot galing dito kay Peña. Itong Rizal is in the midst of a 7-0 run. Kaya na lang isang kalamangan itong Marikina.
I think that's why guys like Enriquez and Pili are brought back here in the ball game now ni Coach Monroe.
As well as Enzo San Miguel playing point guard duties para dito kay Coach Monroe Quezon, who's one of the assistants ni Councilor Elvis Tolentino for the Marikina Shoemasters in the MPBL. Pili finds himself open, and that's his 6th point.
Together with 6 rebounds already. So very active big man they have here in Justin Pili.
Approaching the halfway point of the second quarter. Certeza kicks it out. Angeles swings it. Arada goes to the gut of the defense. And Pili tracks down the rebound. San Miguel penetrates. Good bounce pass inside. And Ram Francisco gets fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots.
We always like that yung point guard mo has that concept of spacing. Despite itong zone defense ng Rizal already set up, finding the gaps in the defense and finding Francisco, who made himself available. Unfortunately missed the shot, but gets a trip to the free throw line.
And they've got to get this guy touches because he's only averaging 3.5 points per game but 11.5 rebounds. So far, 4 attempts total pa lang ang kanyang naitatala dito. But first, mayroong ibabalita sa atin ng ating courtside reporter si Teta Cruz.
Kanina nga Sir Ken and Coach Noy, nalaman natin na 2 key players ng Rizal ay wala because of health concerns. Pero ito ay hindi magiging disadvantage para sa kanila dahil tiwala ang kanilang mga coaches na their players will step up to their game.
Maraming salamat, Teta. And right now, I'm not seeing ito si Mike Santos, probably one of the guys na hindi makakalaro in this game. Yeah, the spectacular outing last game, double-double, 11 points and 12 rebounds as Pili again, that undergoal stop, that power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
I think narinig nito ni Justin Pili yung we were talking about Mike Santos with a double-double. Ito si Justin Pili already working on his own double-double with 8 points and 7 rebounds. But of course, for the players itong Rizal, we're hoping that you get well soon. The weather hasn't really been cooperating for everybody, so just stay safe and stay dry to everyone.
So si Justin Pili did not score in their opening game. And then, ang ganda ng bawi niya, 12 points, 9 rebounds. And like you said, he's working on a double-double now with 8 and 7. 27-20, just under 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Enriquez drives, gets hammered on his way up by Polino.
Actually, itong si Denden Enriquez, yung build nito, kind of reminds me of Gian Mamuyak when he used to play for Lourdes Mandaluyong back in, I think, around this age, 14 and under. Same build, tall and lanky, has good handles, ability to put the ball on the floor and penetrate. So, I'm not saying we're not putting a limit or a ceiling sa potential nitong bata na to, but you know, that build is just built for basketball.
And is leading the team in scoring with 15 points per contest to go along with 7.5 rebounds and 3 assists. Had a solid outing in their debut, 19 points. Ang last game naman nila sa Mandaluyong, 11 points but a bit a struggle sa field, 4 out of 11 in 25 minutes.
Definitely bothered by that stifling Mandaluyong defense.
Here he is. And the miss galing dito kay Tolentino. Then Denilla pulls up. Short. Battle for the loose ball and Rizal will retain possession with 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. A timeout requested here by Rizal with their team trailing by 28-20 here in the second quarter.
Nais kong pasalamatan ang ating Panginoon sa binigay niyang lakas ng pangatawan natin at itong biyaya, pagkakataon na
Nagbabalik po ang Atlantis Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, as we would like to thank Viver Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, and Atlantis 88. Ken Panglinan pa rin po kasama si Coach Noy Africa and Teta Cruz, our courtside reporter, working the sidelines here. And this Marikina Rizal matchup, the Junior Shoemasters up by 8, 28-20.
So actually both teams trying to bounce back from very bad outings in their previous game.
Enriquez with the defensive rebound. He sends it to Enzo San Miguel. Enriquez open 4-3. That is short. Polino tracks down the rebound, and Tendenilla finds a wide open Tapia banking in that shot.
And that's really what I like about these kids, even from 14, 16, and 18 under. Whenever they get the ball, the first option is to look ahead and see if there's an open teammate.
At ito, isa pa. Tapia, but unable to control that pass. Pili, off to the races. Wala. And Ram Francisco giving them another possession. Floater by Enriquez, wide left. And Tendenilla gets fouled from behind.
You like the physicality ni Ram Francisco. Parang I mean, bagay na bagay sa kanya yung name niya na Ram eh. As in, he likes to ram into people. And actually, same build sila nitong si Paulino for Rizal. So, I'm really curious how much physicality we can get out of these two guys.
And both these teams really need both of these guys to get going and involved in the offense. Dahil pareho nga silang really strong rebounders. Ram Francisco, we mentioned, only 4 total field goal attempts so far. And here he is with the steal. Samantala si Paulino nung last game nila, 1 out of 2 from the field in 33 minutes. Favis stops and gets fouled.
Actually, going back to that point, ito rin kasi mga bigs. You can't just limit them to playing defense, trying to grab rebounds. Usually, whenever they score on the offensive end, ginaganahan eh. I mean, they bring that to the defensive side of the floor. And you encourage them also to rim run. If you try and set them up, if you reward them for getting into the proper positions, whenever they get into a position to score, you get them the ball. Sisipag at sisipag yung mga bigs.
And right on cue, here he is, going for that attempt. Favis with the basketball. Enriquez knocks down a 3.
More than that three-pointer, I like how he held that follow-through. Medyo mahaba-haba yung pag-hold ng follow-through, but the basics, diba, of shooting, you want to hold that follow-through.
And Rizal has committed a lot of turnovers so far in the first half. And to make matters worse, as Enriquez firing away from deep, penalty na sila dito. So, Curdy Victoria heading to the line again. And a story here for Curdy Victoria. He was one of probably masasabi natin naging biktima ng pandemic, because you would be surprised na he really ballooned during the pandemic. Talagang nanaba siya, and he really had a tough time. And I was talking to Direk Randy before, and kumbaga nalulungkot siya kasi wala ang basketball. It's really something that he's passionate about, and wala siyang ginawa kundi kumain sa bahay during the pandemic. But here he is, really in shape and doing a great job para kay Coach Monroe Quezon and the Marikina Junior Shoemasters.
And of course, during the pandemic, kasi you're pretty much limited to everything off court eh. You don't really get a chance to be able to have the court feel, the dribbling, the shooting. So it's mostly off court ang training nito mga kids. And personal, I mean, you have to do it on your own.
Meanwhile, Rizal cutting the lead to 8. 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Favis, binigay kay Enriquez. And gets called with a traveling violation.
Talaga minsan whenever you start moving without already deciding what you want to do, as we see in the replay, another one of those mid-range jumpers, that time coming from Tusi.
24 seconds remaining. Angeles so far with 8 points. Gets that floater to drop. Gawin mo na 10 para dito kay Angeles as he cuts the lead to 32-26 with 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Nais kong pasalamatan ang ating Panginoon sa binigay niyang lakas na pangatawan natin at itong biyaya.
Just 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Marikina once held a 10-point lead, but Rizal able to cut it to 6 with 4 straight points. But Marikina, pagkaataon sa kanila, to close this second quarter on a high note, Victoria, binabantayan ni Tusi. Rizal already in the penalty. Kick out pass, Favis fakes. Kicks it out. Victoria firing away. Short. And clock winding down. Ram Francisco. He gets up. And will that count?
I think that's gonna count.
Referee's trying to sort one out here. But good find inside by Victoria. And Ram Francisco underneath scoring, and that will count. And at the half, lamang ang Junior Shoemasters 34-26 against the Rizal Switch Fiber. Our halftime interview in just a bit when we return, only here on the Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Nais kong pasalamatan ang ating Panginoon sa binigay niyang lakas na pangatawan natin at itong biyaya, pagkakataon na
So for our halftime interview, kasama natin si Assistant Coach Gian Silona of Marikina Shoemasters. So Coach, ang tanong ko lang po is, how did the Marikina Shoemasters prepared for this game?
Actually, we practiced for 3 hours yesterday to prepare for this because we know that Rizal is a very good team. Basically, we just reviewed our plays, studied our opponent. Of course, we prepared them mentally, coming out from a loss last game. So basically, we're trying to run our plays and everything like that.
Coach, do you want to greet someone or any messages, shout out?
I want to thank the Marikina Shoemasters 1400 would like to thank our mayor, Mayor Marcy Chodoro, Congresswoman Man Chodoro, Councilor Coach Elvis Tolentino, JC Apparels, our team manager Erica Castro, and of course our parents and our beloved Mariqueños who are undyingly supporting us right now.
Thank you so much, Assistant Coach Gian Silona of Marikina Shoemasters. That's all for the halftime interview of the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, and we will be right back.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa Panginoon sa magandang araw na ito.
So for another halftime interview, we have here Head Coach Anthony Arvano ng Rizal Switch Fiber. So Coach, ask ko lang po, ano pa po yung mga aabangan and i-expect po namin sa Rizal Switch Fiber for this coming next quarters?
Actually, kahapon lang ako nag-start ng practice dito. 2 days ko pa lang nakasama yung mga bata. Marami pa akong gagawin para mapakita ng mga bata na maging maayos yung pangalaro nila. Saka magkaroon kami ng chemistry sa game kasi hindi ko pa na-adjust yung game plan dati nila. Ngayon, nag-observe muna ako. Pero gagawin ko ng paraan para maayos namin to.
So Coach, do you want to greet someone, shout-outs?
Unang-una, gusto ko magpasalamat sa team manager ng Rizal Switch Fiber sa tiwala na binigay niya sa akin. Lahat sa bumubuo ng Rizal team, thank you so much sa opportunity binigay niyo sa akin. Gusto ko rin batiin yung mga kasama ko sa Arellano family, lahat na coaching staff, lalo-lalo na kay Coach Jan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Head Coach Anthony Arvano ng Rizal Switch Fibers. Ayan, and that's it for the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL halftime interview.
Nais kong pasalamatan ang ating Panginoon.
Back with us here as Marikina up 34-26 at the half against the Rizal Switch Fiber. Ken Pangilinan, kasama pa rin si Coach Noy Africa and Coach. Marikina mostly led throughout this first half. They led by as much as 10 points. What do you think was the biggest issue nitong Rizal so far?
Well, first things first, they're giving up too many fouls. They've already given itong Marikina 7 attempts from the free throw line. Marikina has converted in 8 of those, but I think the most glaring stat in the first half is they gave up 15 offensive rebounds dito sa Marikina, and out of those 15 offensive rebounds, ito Marikina, they have converted that into 16 second chance points. Yung full rebounding story natin, 26 rebounds for Marikina, only 17 for Rizal. And actually turnover is really not that glaring. 5 turnovers, 15 for Rizal, 10 for Marikina. Points of turnovers very close, 16, 13 for Rizal. But again, yun nga, I think the most glaring stat here is second chance points, 16 to 2 for Marikina. Luckily for Rizal, itong si Angeles has been carrying the load there, scoring load for them with 10 points. While on the side of Marikina, it's Julius Pili already working on a double-double with 8 points and 7 rebounds in the first half.
Actually, ito Rizal is shooting the ball much better. 44% as compared to only 33% para dito sa Marikina. But ang storya dan is 11 more field goal attempts for Marikina dahil they had 15 offensive rebounds in the first half. So they've been getting those second chance opportunities as we start off third quarter with a bang and the bucket. Kaling dito kay Denden Enriquez, and that power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Well, definitely Marikina is more dangerous when they have Denden Enriquez very engaged in the ball game. I think pretty much this kid will become a leader of this team, and already with 9 points. We're only starting the second half.
And he's now in double figures with 10. Kasama niya ngayon sa loob is Curdy Victoria, Miguel Faves, Ram Francisco, and Gian Cayosa. Samantala naman for Rizal, it's Tendenilla, Polino, and also got Sean Arada, JC Balahadia, and Chris Balahadia. So the two Balahadias nasa loob na para dito kay Coach Anthony Urbano as Ram Francisco gets fouled. He will head to the line for 2 more shots.
It's nice to see Ram Francisco here, starting to get aggressive. I think he's building off that buzzer beater in the first half. And this is going to make the offense of Marikina even more potent if Ram Francisco gets his aggressiveness up.
So far, Ram has 4 points, 3 rebounds, and coming out empty on that trip, but another offensive board para dito sa mga naka-item. Open 3 on the way. That's good. Cayosa knocking down that triple, giving the lead, making the lead to 14 points as Arada umatake sa loob at naabing with siya ng foul doon.
Yung last conversion ng Marikina from the 3-point area, already their third. And in that loss to Mandaluyong, they went 0 out of 11 from the 3-point area.
Arada so far with 5 points. Really aggressive on offense.
He actually already has 2 steals here.
So both ends pa pala as Enriquez leaks out and gets that layup to drop.
So actually teams now attack on free throw misses. If you're Rizal, you don't want to be caught sleeping in transition.
Tendenilla empty sa kanyang tres. And actually, that was a good foul dahil tatakbo na naman dito yung Junior Shoe Masters.
As you had Enriquez and Favis already leaking out that time.
42-26, biggest lead of the match so far para dito sa Junior Shoe Masters as their fans have something to enjoy about here.
Even so early in the morning, you know, the support of family and friends, very evident. Actually, for both teams. It's actually not that far away for both teams. Itong Rizal, itong Marikina, here at the Ynares, Antipolo.
Less than an hour drive yan if you're coming from Marikina. Itong mga taga-Binangonan, mga ganun din. Enriquez, Mintes, Bendenilla secures the basketball. Sends it to Balhadia. Aatake sa loob. Actually, that was a good intention para kay Polino, but just a bit too strong.
A little too strong, and especially when yung bigs mo, some of the bigs, you have to pass it to a particular spot. Kumbaga meron silang, you know, preferred spot na gusto nilang masalo yung bola. Some bigs, pag pinasa mo yan somewhere else other than their shooting pocket, hindi nila talaga habulin eh.
Arada gets the ball. Locates Tendenilla. He drives. Kick out pass. Short on the three. And an undergoal stab dahil dito kay Balhadia. And that power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Itong si Chris Balhadia, operating in the land of the Giants, being able to hit that reverse shot, reverse layup. Very few and far between ang second chance points here for Rizal. That's only their fourth against Marikina, already with 19 second chance points.
And Chris Balhadia did not score in their last game. Finally on the board here, but unable to complete the three-point play. Agawan ng bola, mananatili sa mga nakaputi. 42-28. 7 minutes remaining in the third. Bendenilla, kick out pass. Three-pointer. Wala, Ibanez with an offensive rebound. Under 7 minutes remaining in the third. Arada, umatake sa gitna. Floats one up and in.
That's going to be another second chance point here for Rizal.
Agad namang gustong bumalik nito Marikina. Another offensive rebound and putback galing dito kay Lim.
Fast becoming a story in this ball game, yung second chance points. Both teams trading points that time.
And a foul against the Junior Shoe Masters. The lead is up to 14 points. Take a look at that. Good offensive rebound and putback galing dito kay Lim.
Yung second chance point na yun coming from their point guard.
Arada lines it up from deep.
Meron talagang mga bata, I mean, even in the 14 and under division, that you can see already confident in their skills.
Victoria, the Euro, no. Balhadia off to the races. And Miguel Favis taps that one out. Take a look at that pull-up jumper galing dito kay Arada.
Ganda talaga ng mga shooting form, especially yung mga lefties, no?
And here he is. Tries another one. This time comes out empty. Fast break opportunity for Marikina. And Lim, tough finish. Unable to convert. Arada. In and out. Finds a wide open Tendenilla. No. And Ethan Francisco secures it. San Miguel pinasok na rin dito ni Coach Monroe Quezon. And turns the ball over. Arada inside. And cuts the lead down to 9, 44-35.
parang naghanapan ng contact that time si Sean Arada, but the referees just let that one go.
Under 5 minutes remaining as we are past the halfway point of the third. Arada has been splendid so far. Pasa ulit kay Tendenilla, fakes, draws closer. Battle for the loose ball. Marikina. And Lim just putting on the jets and getting that shot to go.
At that time, the problem for Rizal was itong si Ibanez was not able to stop the basketball and waltzing in all the way for the basket itong Marikina.
Good find, Polino. Golden opportunity missed there for Rizal. Francisco finds a leaking Pili. Gathers his way, but Tendenilla doing a good job poking that away as Benito gets fouled down low.
A good initial stop that time for Tendilla, but I think he's the one. Yeah, actually he was the one called for that foul.
Meanwhile, we have a report galing dito kay Teta Cruz.
Sir Ken and Coach Noy, no, kanina nga, as I talked to Assistant Coach Daryl of Rizal Switch Fiber, isa sa mga motivation nila ay makakapaglaro sila sa kanilang home court at todo ang suporta ng mga kabarangay nila. On the other hand, for Marikina Shoemasters, hindi sila bibitaw hanggang sa huling parte ng laban dahil importante sa kanila to represent the Marikina well at this league.
Thank you, Teta. And it's 46-35. Make that 47-35 in favor of Marikina. And kinahina nga, binanggit natin, Coach Noy, na home court to ng dalawang kupunan. It's Rizal and Antipolo later.
But you can make the case na parang home court din na Marikina, you know? Very animated yung kanilang crowd.
And again, Lim trying to go for the fast break layup. 3:21 left in the third. And what has been a good action so far, but Marikina has led for most of the way here. Mintis doon sa loob. Francisco trying to escape the defense. 3 minutes remaining sa ating pangatlong quarter. And San Miguel trying to locate Benito inside. They go to the top of the key. Pili finds a cutting Ethan Francisco. Overcooking that one. Benito, second serving. Wala pa din. Kick out pass. San Miguel hesitating. Kick out. Lim firing away. No. And battle for the loose ball. And matatawagan si Pili ng foul. And penalty na dito ang Junior Shoemasters.
Getting called that time. Itong si Pili holding on to Certeza.
Actually, that's their fourth team foul, but next foul will put them over the limit. Certeza firing. Mintes. And wide open inside Peña, but blows away that layup. And Pili gets called for a traveling violation. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And a timeout requested here. Marikina up by a dozen, 47-35. Magbabalik po kami dito lang sa Junior MPBL.
Sa lahat ng mga team, lahat ng mga...
Back with us here, the Ynares Center in Antipolo City for the Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Pasalamatan natin ang ating partners, Vivere Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, and Atlantis 88. Ken Pangilinan pa rin kasama si Coach Noy Africa. It's a 12-point lead for the Junior Shoe Masters under 2 minutes remaining in the third. And the turnovers piling up sa panig ng Rizal, Coach Noy.
Yes, that's right. And actually, they haven't been able still to contain the offensive rebounding here for Marikina. And second chance points, still a big 16-point disadvantage for Rizal.
Benito kicked out into San Miguel, firing away, short. Lim with another offensive rebound. Enzo San Miguel trying to power his way through. And that pass stolen away once again. And this is easy pickings para dito kay Benito.
Like the fundamentals there for Benito. Being able to take off in one motion for that layup.
Certeza. Umatake. Gets denied by Pili. San Miguel. Bounce pass. Pili. And Peña commits a foul. 1 minute remaining in the third.
Good stop there. Pili just erasing that shot. Ang maganda nun, he erased that shot. He quickly ran to the other end, and that time perfectly set up by his teammate. So 2 chances from the free throw line here for Pili to finally barge into double digits in scoring.
And ang maganda rin dito kay Pili, as in misses that first. Ang maganda sa Junior Shoe Masters rather, Enzo San Miguel finding ito si Pili inside. Good bounce pass. Really rewarding the big man there, but unfortunately for him, missing his 2 shots from the line. And penalty na rin dito ang Marikina, so Peña will shoot to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, still could have been a good intention actually for Lim trying to stop that basketball. Unfortunately, accidentally tripping itong si Peña, so that's always an automatic foul.
14-point lead with 53 seconds left. First game pa lang po tayo. We still have 5 more games after this one. The 16 under and 18 under teams nitong Rizal and Marikina magtatapat din mamaya. And then later on in the afternoon portion of our 6-game slate, it's the Antipolo NYBL taking on the 828 Quezon City Junior Giants, as we got a good sized crowd inside the Inaugural Center in Antipolo, despite the fact that we started off at 7 a.m. Coach, we have a good turnout so far here.
Well, of course, you'll always have those, the family and friends supporting. So, kahit gaano pa kaaga yan or kahit gaano pa yan kalate, you're gonna expect the parents, the family, especially yung mas mga bata, especially in the 14 and under division. Kasi pagdating na 18 and under, medyo less na for the need for the parents to be there for emotional support. More of ano na yun mas sila na yung mga viewers natin online.
At sa mga nanonood sa amin live on the official Junior MPBL Facebook page, hopefully you're having your breakfast well, having your cup of coffee, while enjoying this action between our 14-year-old kids who have really competed well here. Kahit maulan pa nga, sige lang, patuloy pa rin ang ating mga laro dito, Coach.
That's right. Even, nung Friday, in Las Piñas, even if the Metropolis was starting to get flooded, tuloy-tuloy lang ang action sa Junior MPBL. And even in the weekend, we played a game in Bawan, Batangas, and nung Sunday sa Las Piñas, ngayon nasa Antipolo tayo, and really doesn't matter rain or shine. The Junior MPBL will be pretty much played daily till the end of July.
Angeles gets called for a backcourt violation as Peña missed his 2 free throws. 47 seconds left. Marikina again with a chance to add on to their 14-point lead. Benito sa kanan. He gets the ball back, kick out pass. And a turnover against the Junior Shoe Masters.
Angeles that time got a little confused.
And a three-pointer knocked down by Certeza.
It's going to be 5 points now for Certeza. That lead is still a big 11-point lead. Still a luxury here for Marikina.
He bounced it in, but unable to control that pass. 10 seconds left sa game clock. Enzo San Miguel, wide left on that three-point attempt.
So there's still enough time here for Rizal to get a basket. We have to remember for Marikina, they cannot foul, and that's exactly what the coaching staff of Marikina is reminding their boys.
Angeles goes to Peña, 3 seconds. Pulls up from free! Just beats the buzzer. And back-to-back triples galing dito sa Rizal. Has made this a single-digit ball game. 49-41. Fourth quarter in just a bit when we return, only here on the Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Filipino.
Back with us here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo. Fourth quarter about to start between Marikina and Rizal. And Coach Noy, itong Rizal Switch Fiber was able to cut the lead down to 8 points. 6-0 run to finish off the third.
It's a good thing there that yung tira doon ay Nick Peña that could just about be a momentum swing here for Rizal.
As Ram Francisco gets whacked up top. Certeza and Nick Peña knocking down a pair of threes.
Pretty much took 3 people to put itong si Ram Francisco down.
Francisco so far has really struggled at the line. Again, missing on the first. 2 of 5 so far. Quite outing para sa kanya. 4 points, 3 rebounds.
But it seems like, you know, he's had a little more impact in this game despite what the numbers are showing right now.
On the floor para dito sa mga nakaputi, you've got Arada, Angeles, Balahadia, Peña, and Certeza. On the side naman ng Marikina, it's Cayosa, Dino, Curdy Victoria, Ram Francisco, and Miguel Favis.
So right now we have a shoelaces break.
Minsan yung referees pa yung nagtatali para sa ating mga bata eh. Peña finds himself open. Short on that tray. Cayosa. Inatake yung depensa. But Mintes sa kanyang layup doon. Balahadya goes to Certeza. They are down by just 9 points. Peña, this time from mid-range, still short. And ball still alive. Cayosa with the basketball. Binigay niya muna kay Miguel Favis. Pumatake sa gitna. Gets whacked. And 2 shots para dito kay Miguel.
Actually, one of the fundamentals in team defense is being able to stop the basketball. As you can see there, itong si Pavic pretty much went untouched until he got to the basket.
And Miguel Favis with 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Sama pa dyan, 2 blocks, knocking down his first free throw.
Well, at least this is a way better performance than in their first game. I'm sorry, his tournament average is only 3.5 points and 2 rebounds.
Yan yung isa sa hina-highlight ni Coach Monroe Quezon when I was asking him about yung key players coming in. Dahil nga, hindi naman natin kilala masyado itong mga kids natin here in the junior MPBL, but they have shown their stuff so far. Both of them already had at least 1 game under their belt. Victoria swings it from Francisco, gets to a Curdy Victoria cut. Peña finds a streaking Arada, but it's another turnover para dito sa Rizal Switch Fiber.
A little too tight of a pass there for Peña. I don't think the passing lane really was there. So that's going to be another turnover for Rizal.
Enriquez, that slight hesitation forced a traveling call against him.
So nagpalitan tayo ng turnovers here. Rizal already with 23. Itong Marikina, 16 turnovers.
Arada firing away, short. Certeza trying to save it, but ball will go back to Marikina.
So Marikina has managed to maintain a double-digit advantage. Itong Rizal not yet out of this ball game, but they really need to make a run soon.
Nice find by Victoria, but Mendoza unable to convert. Arada again onto the front court. And good hands. Ram Francisco able to force a turnover once again.
And you like how Ram Francisco is one of the first persons back in transition, stopping that offensive attack there for Rizal.
Right now on our scoreboard, it says 52-41. Lamang ang Marikina by 11. 7.5 minutes remaining in the fourth. Ram Francisco uncontested inside.
Great setup there by Favis, even clearing the way for Benito to have, for Francisco to have that open shot.
And look at that penetration galing dito kay Arada, already with 14.
Actually, the guy who has been quiet in the second half has been Angeles. As we see Victoria. What a shot there.
Nifty finish galing dito kay Curdy Victoria. And Marikina gets the steal, but Enriquez unable to capitalize. Peña behind the back. Kick out pass to Balahadya. Arada. Pasok sa loob. Oh, the scoop and the hoop!
Nifty finishes from all around here.
And he pokes the ball away, forcing a turnover. And Sean Arada doing it on both ends.
Definitely, Arada will need a lot of help here.
The Euro galing dito kay Curdy Victoria on one end. At sa kabilang tako naman, kita mo naman yung alahoy na tira galing doon kay Sean Arada. But Marikina still up by 11, 56-45 here in the fourth quarter. Timeout muna tayo, magbabalik kami.
Nais kong pasalamatan ang ating Panginoon sa binigay niyang lakas na pangatawan natin at itong biyaya, pagkakataon na makapaglaro tayo ng basketball. Maraming salamat.
Back with us here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo, as we would like to thank Vivire Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, and Atlantis 88. 6:33 left in the fourth quarter. Rizal trying to catch up against Marikina here. Arada so far with 16. Hesitating. Finding a seam in the defense. Polino turns around. Tough shot. And Pili tracks it down. Victoria onto the front court. One guy to beat. No. And ball will remain with the Junior Shoe Masters up 56-45. And another timeout here. At 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the fourth. Magbabalik po ulit.
Kong pasalamatan ang ating Panginoon sa binigay niyang lakas na pangatawan natin at itong biyaya, pagkakataon na
Rizal switch fiber trying to catch up. Coach Anthony Urbano, his first stint as the head coach itong 14 under. And binanggit niyan during the halftime na nakakaisang practice pa lang sila, kahapon lang yon. And the familiarity and chemistry is a work in progress para sa kanila, coach.
Especially since itong lineup nila mostly came from the open tryouts. So yung chemistry nga, again, that is something they can build on. But with a lack of practice time, they pretty much have to learn it on the fly on the court.
Biggs Favis, 8 points. Minte sa kanyang unang free throw. 6 minutes left lang mga Marikina, 56-45. What does Rizal need to do to catch up here, Coach Noy?
Well, definitely, they are making the stops, and their problem is really one of those things is this, yung offensive rebounding na Marikina. And they really need a lot more help, especially for Sean Arada.
And Pili, wide open underneath.
Finally getting his double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Arada, high point guy para dito kay Coach Anthony Urbano. This time he sets up his teammate, but that three off the mark. Favis, forward pass, intercepted, but Curdy Victoria recovering and gets that fast break layup.
Sometimes it's really better to be lucky than good. Peña already had the ball in his hands, just slipped out.
5 and 14 left. Arada, short on that three. And he gets the ball back here. No look pass to Certeza, banks it in.
So this is still manageable at 13-point lead with 5 minutes remaining, but they're gonna need to make some stops here.
Victoria losing his footing, but able to pass it to Pili. And Tendenilla gets bumped, but Paul will remain on the side of the Rizal switch fiber. Past the halfway point of the third. And Tapia will return. Papaltan muna dito si Kurt Polino.
We haven't seen much of Angeles here in the fourth quarter. He did provide that spark in the first half already with 8 points.
Arada sa loob, bounces it off, and Certeza unable to control that pass.
Miscommunication that time. Itong si Arada expecting Certeza to be cutting baseline, but itong si Certeza just chose to spot up.
Certeza trying to intercept that pass. Coach Anthony Urbano was a former NU Bulldog. Played in the UAP alongside sila Alfred Gibaldo, Coach Froilan Bagyon. Favis stops. Mintes. And Tendenilla recovers the basketball. Nagmamadali onto the front court. Decides to pull one out. Arada to Tapia. They swing it to Certeza sa kaliwa. Mintes galing dito sa Rizal. Under 4 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Right now that Marikina defense is holding up, forcing itong Rizal to bad shots.
Enriquez sa loob. Off the mark. And Lim denied there by Arada was Enriquez. Then Denilla. Tough shot. But inside, Rizal will head to the line as Mejorada fouled on his way up. Good chest pass, but Arada inabangan dun si Denden Enriquez.
Arada really trying to do everything on the court for Rizal.
And we've got Mejorada at the line. Sean Arada and Jacob De Denilla pagpahinga muna dito ni Coach Anthony Urbano.
The stats so far for Sean Arada: 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and that one block right there.
Two for two, so down to 11 points, 60-49. 3:28 remaining in the fourth. Pili. Enriquez goes to Favis. Long three-pointer is short. Chance here for Rizal to make this a single-digit ball game. Angeles has been quiet in the second half. Balahadya sa loob. Like skating on ice, but unable to convert inside.
Interestingly for Rizal, itong si Arada given a rest here with 3 minutes remaining.
Favis stops in the paint. Rebound by Certeza. And ball will stay with Rizal. 2:45 remaining in the fourth.
Just like that, itong si Sean Arada checking back in for Certeza.
Just a quick breather para sa leading scorer so far nitong Rizal. Here he is directing traffic. They go to Angeles, fakes. Tapia pulls the trigger, no. Sa loob, Balahadya, tough angle to work with. And Marikina gets the ball back at Arada with another steal. Decides to put one up, that's short. Sa loob, Angeles. At natapikan doon, Enriquez. And they blow away that fast break opportunity.
Enriquez actually had a layup there.
Pagkakataon na naman, and Rizal cuts the lead to 9, 60-51, and we are down to our final 2 minutes of the ball game. Kick out pass, Victoria. Bouncing it off to Ram Francisco in a 3-second violation, and Coach Rizal still pretty much in it. Nakita may flare doon sa basa ni Angeles. Setting up ito si Tapia.
Luckily for us, we have that slow motion. Hindi ko nakita in real time eh.
Oo. Angeles decides to kick it to Arada. Mejorada sa loob. In and out. 1 minute and 32 seconds remaining. Lim attacks the basket. Whoa! What a finish!
I was not expecting that finish. I thought it was gonna get blocked for sure.
And a crucial basket. Tres, wala. Galing dito sa Rizal. Lim. Again. Will he go for another highlight? This time gets fouled. We gotta see that again, Coach Noy.
I was really waiting for a dead ball for this.
It's too much sauce galing dito kay Lim. We gotta see that twice. And another angle. Nakita mo yung kakampi niyan. Napasigaw din eh. Julius Pili. And Lim trying to add on to this lead with 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. However, missing on that first.
I think I already know what the Atlantis 88 move of the game is.
6 points, 4 rebounds. 0 of 2 from the line. Rizal has to make their fight back now. Down by 11. Tendinilla spins. Kick out pass. Peña wala. Balahadia sa loob. Still no go. And Lim tried to track down the rebound, but Tendinilla. Victoria comes out of the pack, goes to Pili. Enriquez, pull-up jumper is good.
That should pretty much give the victory here for Marikina. Just a good showing for them here.
Polino sa loob, gets fouled. But Rizal, much better start here, Coach. But Marikina, especially here in the second half, has just found ways to play the passing lanes and score on the fast break as a timeout requested here. 64-51, 32 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Nais kong pasalamatan ang ating Panginoon.
Back here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo, this is our very first game. Nag-start po tayo ng 7 a.m. So hopefully you guys are having your coffee, your breakfast. As we wind down this game, Marikina on the verge of bouncing back after losing against Mandaluyong. They're up by a dozen, 64-52, 32 seconds remaining.
So to Marikina, it looks like they will be improving to 2-1, while Rizal will fall to 0-2.
And Rizal, this is their first game under Coach Anthony Urbano. And missing the services of Matthew Santos, who had 11 and 12 in their last game, as well as Johan Natividad, who is currently practicing with the San Beda team. So those two guys, key losses in this game, as itong si Pili again, huge outing, 12 points, 17 rebounds. And Victoria tried to go for the steal. Tendinilla blocked by Pili. And that is it for our ball game. Marikina winning against Rizal 66-53. And Marikina with guys like Denden Enriquez, Miguel Famis, Ram Francisco providing the production for Coach Monroe Quezon. And sulit ang panonood ng kanilang mga magulang dito. And together with their friends, family. Samantala Rizal, as you mentioned, will fall down to 0-2 here. But what's your takeaways in this game?
Well, the one thing for Marikina here was they were able to really take advantage of offensive rebounding. They got 24 second chance points, and I think there is no better testament here than this guy that we chose for the best player of the game.
And etong si Julius Pili was scoreless in the first game. But back-to-back splendid outing so far in their game against Mandaluyong. He had 12 points and 9 rebounds. As we take a look at our Atlantis 88 move of the game. And obviously, this tipsy-do. Galing dito kay Lim. Here in the fourth quarter, take another look. Challenging tong defense ni Mejorada. And such a spectacular move galing dito sa Marikina Junior Shoe Masters cards. Meanwhile, we turn you over to Teta Cruz, who is with our Atlantis 88 best player of the game.
Mga kaliga, we have here right now the best player of the game, Julius Pili from Marikina Shoe Masters. So, Julius, becoming the POG for this game, ano yung pinaka-ina-apply mo from the training for this game today?
Ano po, tumakbo lang po. Saka, rumi-rebound, shadow depensa po. Yun lang po.
May mga gusto ka bang batiin o pasalamatan?
Opo, yung pamilya ko po nanonood, tsaka yung girlfriend ko po na nanonood din sa live. Yun lang po.
Yung girl best friend niya daw! Girl best friend niya daw!
Yun lang po. Shoutout kay Sophia!
Okay. Congratulations, Julius Pili and Marikina Shoe Masters. Back to you, Sir Ken and Coach Noy.
Thank you, Teta. Nakakatawa dun. Kinakantawan pa talaga siya ng kanyang mga kampi. But well-deserved award galing dito kay Julius Pili. As we take a look at the highlights here, Rizal did not lead in this game. It was Marikina all throughout. Biggest lead was at 16 points in the third quarter. Curly Victoria and the rest of the Junior Shoe Masters just doing a good job playing the passing lanes, forcing turnovers, going into transition, Coach Noy.
Well, definitely. Actually, what I liked about that best player of the game interview was it was really parang team effort talaga eh. You know, everyone was celebrating that great performance. But on the side of Rizal, I think this guy, we have to give some credit here. Sean Arada really just doing well here, but unfortunately not enough help.
And Junior Shoe Masters winning 66-53 over Rizal. Up next is the 16 under matchup. Tutok na kayo dito sa Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.